Welcome. This is Doreen McCafferty from Holistic Wellness from Within, and this is another amazing testimonial of the power of mineral balancing, which is the program I developed after looking at your hair tissue mineral analysis. So I want to start off by saying, if you've been following me on Instagram, please go back and look at many of the testimonials I give, and I have really highlighted a lot of improvement in children. So today I want to go to a other end of the spectrum. And we're looking at right here, as you can see. Now, for security and privacy purposes, the name and lab number are not here. But you can see that this is a male who is 70 years old. And this test was in September. And it was, by the way, his second test. So when I do his second test, all these green eyes on here are improvements. And I want to show you how amazingly well this person did his second, after only being on this program, by the way, for somewhere between 3 to 4 months. And then he retested, and this is what we saw. So you can see over here in the first mineral patterns, he had calcium come down quite a bit, and so did magnesium. They were high before. He still has a couple mineral ratios that do need work, but he does or did have a better oxidation rate, which is coming from down here, where he does have a better CAK ratio. Now 80 is quite high, but look at where it was before at 140. And if you really look at these mineral ratios, many of them have moved nicely. But what's really important here, because we do see a little bit of a lowering of the NAK ratio, some adrenal here, lower adrenal activity. And a lot of this occurred because this gentleman dumped a ton of metal or dumped off metal. So here where he had toxic amounts of iron, copper, and manganese coming into the program, these numbers have all went down significantly. And so this was a really nice change to see as well here. And then down here, we'll see he also dumped off mercury, which was extremely high. It's almost 10 times lower than it was before. So this is amazing. And nickel also dumped off. So a lot of the metals that he came in that were at toxic levels are no longer toxic. Now he has a couple metals dumping. He's dumping a great amount of lead here, almost 3 times what he had when he came in, where it was actually in poor elimination, meaning the body wasn't getting rid of it. He's now dumping lead. He had very poor elimination of arsenic. It is now dumping. He has more aluminum dumping. And so we got these 3 metals that are dumping nicely. And then we do see a couple, or this metal here, coming up. Cadmium's not yet dumping, but it is moving in the right direction. But all 9 of the metals, iron, copper, manganese, lead, mercury, cadmium, arsenic, aluminum, and nickel, have improved. So this is amazing. Now that's pretty much what I wanted to really focus on this particular report. He did or does have less sympathetic dominant number than he has before, and he has 4 burnouts. So moving metals very nicely, even at the age of 70, and shortly after starting working with me and with this program. So I'd love to work with you on your mineral balancing program, and certainly reach out if you do have any questions. I'm always here to help. Thanks so much for listening, and have a great day.